And
All right. Want to welcome everybody back again to another episode of Sports Fan Talk. I'm your humble host, Big G.
Mission Man, the young architect, back at it again.
Yes, indeed. I want to start off the show today on a nice little somber note. The passing of Jim Brown affected the sports world. And we all know he was way more than just an athlete. He had the stats. The man was, I think he retired when he was 29 and
Mm-hmm.
perfectly healthy from the NFL. He had 12,312 rushing yards, 106 touchdowns, and he averaged 5.2 yards per carry throughout his career. So he was way before his time. He was a big running back, 6'2", 300 and well, no, 300, 232 pounds. So he's a big dude, like a linebacker playing running back. And in those days, linebackers were smaller than him. So he was way before his time in that regard. And major activist. You know, I don't know if he actually hosted the Cleveland Summit or he was just there, but the Cleveland Summit was when a lot of Black athletes gathered together to support Muhammad Ali for refusing to fight in the war. And Jim Brown is part of that, as well as many other civil rights uh, movement type of activity. So shout out to him, and you're a young cat. I know you know about Jim Brown because that's how
Oh,
transcendent he is.
absolutely.
So, what you got to say about that? Give me a little something.
I mean, it's funny enough. The first thing I know about Jim Brown was the fact that he was an actor. I think the first movie I seen was "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker." No, what did I know first? I think was he in that movie? I think he was in that movie,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's the first time I ever seen him. But then, obviously, growing up, us talking sports and stuff like that, you would mention him, especially like among the running backs. But actually, doing my own research, man, seeing just how much he did off the field, but saying like he's the only running back in the history of the NFL that averaged 100 yards a game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. His numbers retired by Syracuse and the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
and he was an
Talk about
All-American lacrosse player at
yeah,
Syracuse
that's right.
also.
That's right. You know what I mean? Like the man was just you want to talk about somebody who was like an all-time talent like that. That was the name of Jim Brown. He was the man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you would see him all the time. Like you would see him in NFL commercials, and all that. I'm sure he's a big inspiration to a lot of guys out there. And just like if you're a football player, you're a football fanatic in general. There's no way you don't know who Jim Brown is. So, uh, I can't really say too much else about him because, like you said, I am young, so not really. Other than seeing like little things here and there, especially on the football side of things, like dude was just a great. You know what I'm saying? Like some people even have him as the best football player of all time, and I can see why. So, but yeah, definitely paying my condolences to the family. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I mean, he definitely like. There's just certain players that like transcend time in all sports. You have, of course, Michael Jordan, basketball. You got Willie Mays, Babe Ruth, baseball. Jim Brown is that for football. He transcends time, even though if you look now, rankings, all-time rushing, he's number 11. I mean, of course, at
mhm.
one time he was number one,
Yeah,
but even with that, when you say the greatest running backs, you can just go through some of them, and you would say, are any of these guys better than Jim Brown? So, one of my favorite running backs of all time, Tony Dorsett, is number 10. Better
right.
than Jim Brown? No. So that's one down. Uh, Eric Dickerson's number 9. Is he better? I can't say Eric's not better. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
hey, but Eric was nice though.
That's what I'm
Eric was
saying.
nice
So
though. Yeah.
we put a question mark there. So only one so far. Jerome Bettis? No,
Nah, nah,
not better than Jim Brown. LaDainian Tomlinson? I would
no.
say no.
I
Not
couldn't say nah, nah.
Curtis Martin? No.
Mm-mm.
AP? Uh,
Hey, there's
uh,
an argument. There's an
there's a
argument.
question mark too. So we want to
Yeah,
mark that. Barry, definitely a question mark. We
yeah,
can't say he
definitely.
wasn't. You know, Frank Gore, nah,
Nah, I
Not at
think Frank
all.
Gore mostly is like a longevity thing for me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, come on, Frank Gore got 16,000 yards, man. And then
Yeah.
Jim got what, 12,312? Nah.
Jim Brown did that shit in what, 9 years? You know what I'm
He
saying?
did
Like
9 years. Gore
it took
did
Frank
played
what,
damn near
20,
20.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So nah, can't do that. Walter Payton, we got the question mark.
Sweetness, yeah.
Man, Emmitt Smith is number one. I think Jim Brown's better than Emmitt Smith, man. And that's enough
And
one.
again, I think with Emmett, I mean, didn't he break the record with the Cardinals when he was like when he wasn't all that? Or did he break it with y'all?
He broke it with the Cowboys, man. He knows.
Okay.
And we wasn't gonna let him go before he broke that record. So with that being said, he's number 11. We reeled off 6 dudes that we know are not better than him. So that will put him at least top 5 all time. And even with that, like you said, he did his in 9 years, man.
Yeah, 9 years. And I'm gonna be completely honest. And this obviously we're talking in what ifs right now, but I think the closest person that could ever possibly be to him if he had a whole career is Bo. I think Bo could have did something like that, possibly.
Yeah.
You know, but
Also,
again, that's a big what if.
I mean, getting a little off track, but also someone who's not even in the top 25. Where is he? He's not even on the list. Gale Sayers.
Oh, Gale Sayers was the truth.
Had he not got injured, he might probably have had about 20,000 yards. So
Gale Sayers was a dog for sure.
He was a tragic injury. I would have loved to see him play a nice little 15 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jim Brown, man, he, like I said, the movies, a lot, like you said, you know him for movies first. You know what I mean? And he had some nice roles. He was in, like you said, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. He was in, what's that Denzel movie with Jesus Shuttlesworth? He Got Game.
He wasn't He Got Game, huh? That's right.
Yeah. He Got Game. There was some more. Man, where? Man, Jim Brown was in quite a few movies, man. He Got Game. He's in a lot of blaxploitation movies too.
Yeah.
But what stands out most about him is the civil rights activism, and even he went into be like a gang moderator too. He'd invite the Crips and Bloods to his house, man, and squash a lot of beef. So just that was a different spirit of the athletes then. The athletes in the 60s, bro, when you had him, Muhammad Ali, back Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, back when he was actually an activist, you know what I mean? Instead of nowadays, he toes the company line. But he was a great athlete, man. I mean, a great overall person. So shout out to him. Animal. Yes, shout out to him, man.
Definitely big shout out.
All right. We're gonna keep it pushing next. Since we're talking NFL, we're gonna stroll into this NFL schedule, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It came out, and you know what I instantly noticed? Dallas Cowboys will be coming to the Bay, playing the 49ers, and guess when they're playing? On Zozo's birthday. October 8th. Man. So some choices to be made around this here household. You know what I'm saying? Give you some cake and some ice cream and say, I'll see you later. But that is what stuck out to me first. And then they had the 5 easiest and the 5 hardest schedules. Did you get a chance to see that? I have them here. If you didn't get a chance to see,
oh look, the 5 easiest. What you got the Saints the Saints at 1, Falcons, Colts, Panthers, and then they gave the Niners the 5th easiest fucking schedule. Like that makes 0 sense.
I think that has a lot to do with their division, probably. But then I didn't see, I didn't look through their schedule. Matter of fact, let's see 49ers schedule, man.
It just don't make no sense, man. It makes
gonna
see
what division that they play, because you know how each division has to play a different division. Maybe they're playing like the what would I say? NFC South, maybe. Maybe that's who their, schedules again.
Let's see. Week
Let's-
here, I'll read it off to you real quick. I got it right here. I got week 1 at the Steelers. Then you got at the Rams. Then you're playing the Giants. Then the Cardinals. Obviously, they play y'all week 5.
Yeah.
Then they play Cleveland. Then Minnesota, Cincinnati. They got a bye week 9. Week 10, they have the Jags. Then the Bucks, Seahawks, Eagles. Week 13,
Oh,
Seahawks
so
again.
they play against the NFC East.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's who they play.
Yeah, they do. Yep, they play against the NFC East.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, man. Like, if we looking at it based off of last year, NFC East, I mean, all of y'all, everybody in y'all division wasn't like terrible,
Yeah.
outside of maybe the Commanders, but the Commanders, you know what I'm saying? They were like kind of, I think they might be
Oh,
a little better.
yeah. Look what the cat drug in, huh?
Yeah, my message.
Yeah.
I was being dead. Dead. Them daddy things that we do with our daughters. Great.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we're talking about the football schedule right now. We got to talking about Jim Brown. Now we're talking about the football schedule. We're going over the 5 easiest in the league. But now I think you came right on time because we're going to discuss the 5 hardest schedules.
Well,
And-
yeah, we Raiders got the
See,
hard.
Hey,
You see, the
I think-
Patriots got number 1, and the
Yep.
Raiders are sitting at number 2 for the hardest.
number 2. Hey,
Yeah,
I think
that-
for then what, to cap it up, and then to end it, you got Miami, Buffalo, and Kansas City. But I think it's funny.
What for the Raiders?
They
For the
should
Niners.
have the hardest schedule. They won the Super Bowl. Shoot.
Oh,
Chiefs
Kansas
and the
City.
Eagles. The Chiefs and the Eagles should have the hardest schedule.
Yeah, man, they did y'all dirty, man.
Well, they
Hey,
do that every year. Don't they do
Shout
us
out to
dirty?
Al Davis.
All
They
right,
gonna do that for the rest
G,
of the
well,
year.
go ahead and G, pull up the Raiders schedule.
I got the
Okay,
Raiders
okay.
schedule too on my little Raider app. So, but you
Raiders
can pull
schedule.
it.
Somebody pull it up right now. We about to go.
I got it right now. I got it
going
right
right
now.
down the
Deep
list.
dive.
We're gonna
All right.
predict y'all record right now.
Okay, here we go. Week 1, we got at the Broncos.
We can beat them.
Let me see. At the Broncos.
Sean
I'll take
Payton's
it.
first game back as a
Okay.
head coach.
Okay, hold on. We're
We
gonna do
can beat them.
this. We're gonna go Raider Mike. We're gonna go Architect. Then you're gonna go Big G. Here we go. Week 1 at the Broncos. What you got? Raider Mike, you say victory, W.
I'll take
Architect?
it from based on how we beat them last year. Even though they got a new coach, I don't really think it's gonna
Okay,
take
so
time.
you got a W. Architect, what
Yeah,
you got?
I'll take a W
I think
on
we
that.
start. I think we starting off with a loss because it's at Denver. I think
me
so.
too. I'm
We
being
I
beat
just
realistic.
think,
Gotta be
Beat
a
'em
loss
twice
myself.
last year.
and it's really
Yeah.
because Sean Payton, man.
So let's go to week 2. We're not gonna
Week
we're not
2.
gonna debate whether or not. We just going through the record, man.
Week 2.
No soliloquies.
Week 2
Week 2
at the Bills.
at the Bills. Raider
That's
Mike.
a loss.
We're gonna have to take a L on that one, probably.
Architect, you say what?
Yeah, that's a loss. That's a loss.
Yeah, I gotta go with a loss on that too. So week 3.
You got at home. You're playing the Steelers.
I can give y'all a W on that, man.
Yeah, we gotta win that game. Shoot. We gotta win that.
Raider Mike, I know you got a W.
At a home game, yes, I got us. Yeah, I get it.
Architect,
Yeah, I give him the W on that one too.
yeah, I see a win. So week 4
The Chargers.
at the Chargers.
At the Chargers.
Okay,
Chargers
so-
always give us chances to win, so I'm pretty confident if our defense is better.
okay. What do you got? W or L?
I got a W.
All right, you got a W. Architect.
I'll take it. I'll give him the W. At
I go with the
Well,
L.
because
on
the
that one,
Chargers always let you back into the game, though, because the Chargers always let us back into the game.
Week 5. Week 5.
Oh,
you're at
week
home.
5.
Week 5, you're at home. Green Bay.
Y'all got the
We got
W.
that. Oh, we gotta take
Yeah.
that. We better.
Yeah, y'all got the W.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
take the W on that too.
so week 6.
At home versus Patriots.
That's a W.
Yeah, because I don't think they, after what they just did, they,
So Brandon Meyer, you got the dub. Architect.
Take the dub on that too.
Yeah.
they had them at home 2 years in a row.
All right.
Week 7 at Chicago.
Oh, damn, we looking pretty good, huh?
I think I can get a W on that. I can see a W. Chicago ain't really,
They just
ain't
get,
gonna-
they just get, yeah, they just scratching the surface.
I know Brandon Mike got a W.
Well, look who we playing. I mean, come on, man.
So Architect,
Yeah, I'll give him the W on that one too.
W. So that's week 7, right?
Yep.
Okay,
it's
so
gonna be
week
eight.
week 8.
Week 8 at Detroit.
Oh, that's
I'm
that'll
gonna
be
give y'all
that's gonna be a tough game. That's gonna be a tough game, but I that'll be a close game. I won't. I mean, Detroit ain't no elite team, but I'll give them a W at home because they're at home. They're not even nobody elite
Oh,
now. We
okay.
can't say they're elite.
So hold up. You going with Detroit?
I'm only because they're at home. If we was playing at home, no.
Okay. Architect.
Yeah, I think we listen to Detroit. I've been,
Yeah.
I like Detroit.
Okay. So next
Week
up,
9 at home playing the Giants.
I'll give y'all a dub on that.
Yeah, I know why, Gregory.
Nah, y'all gonna beat, man. Y'all can beat the
I
Giants.
just don't think, even though they got Waller, but Waller probably be already out injury by
He'll
that
be on the
time.
IR.
You can't trust Danny Dimes anyway, man.
Nah,
Danny
I
ain't throwing no dimes. So
Yeah.
I know you got the dub and
Yeah.
Architect.
Yeah. I don't know. We suck against New York teams, so I'm gonna give them the L.
we at home though, but we ain't in. No, we suck against New
Still,
York in East Coast time zone, but not at home.
All right, so this is at the 9-week mark. We got, let's see, Raider Mike got them at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-2, huh? After 9 games. Architect, you got them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4.
mhm.
And I got them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 4. Okay, so let's keep it pushing.
Mm.
Week 10 at home versus the Jets.
That's gonna be a tough one.
I'm
I'm gonna have to take the L. I may
You know
take
what I'm saying? I got it.
we'll take the L on that
I
one.
was say, woo.
But if we do come out and win, I'll be surprised. Just surprise me. That's all I gotta say. But I'll say we'll take the L on.
Okay, Architect.
Yeah, I give them the L on that one too, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
hey, Ron.
Yeah, I gotta go L on that myself, man. Who's up next?
Week 11 at Miami.
We're in Miami.
In
Mhm.
Miami.
In Miami. Shit, damn, we about to take another L on that one. Only because we're over there. That's time zone. Every time we go in these time zones, we don't come out too good.
yes. Architect.
I'll give them the dub. I think they can get Miami, especially
Okay.
because the quarterback. You don't know.
Okay.
Well, if Tua is playing, well, if he don't get knocked out the game, if they
What
beat
about
that
you,
off.
Big G?
I the Raiders always pull that. They always have that one game where they surprise your ass. And seeing that Miami, that quarterback position is not solidified, I can see the Raiders going out there sneaking one in, man. So I'm gonna go with a dub.
He 100% healthy. As long as he's healthy, that's the only reason I'm basing it on that.
Yeah, you hit him one time upside the head though. You go oops upside his head one time.
He like old Billy Bob. Man.
Yeah, he get hit, but if they keep him upright, we're gonna have some problems because they got some weapons.
Okay, week 12. Week 12, we got at home playing the Chiefs.
We playing at the Chiefs. You know what? This is something that we got to be able to do, man. we got to be able to win that game. I'm gonna take at home. We got to win it. I'm taking the Raiders on that. We got to win that game. It's if ands buts about it. I don't care if they just won a Super Bowl. We have to beat them. Sorry, I know they're good. They can be beat. Just hope with Jimmy don't have happy feet or get knocked in the next week or something. So I'm gonna give him. I gotta give him a chance though, even though I gotta warm up to that.
All right. Shoot, everything, you know what I'm saying? We'll go one more. Architect, what you got?
Gotta have us upset.
I think we'll split, but I think we're gonna lose the one at home.
Shoot, we better off getting it at home than Arrowhead, but it seems like we always get it at Arrowhead, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't know.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to. You give him the L.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta go with the L on that one, man.
I'm confident. I'm confident this year we'll have a better home.
Week 13, we got a bye week 13. So skipping to week 14, playing at home against the Vikings.
With Kirk Cousins, anything can happen. I'm taking us. I can't trust that guy.
What you got, Architect?
I'll give him the dub. You know I don't like Kirk Cousins.
I'll give him the dub too. I think
Yeah.
Minnesota last year, that was a fluke, man.
Yeah, they just snuck up on everybody. They had that. I don't know how they win. What they won 12 or 13 games. 13.
I don't remember. I just know
They
shit.
won 13-4.
They won more than they should have. That was
Yeah, I
a
know.
whole lot
But
of luck involved.
Dallas gave them a nice little weapon though.
Oh yeah, we gave him a little shiznizlak.
Week
And they
15, you got week 15 at home playing the Chargers.
I'm gonna give y'all a dub on that, man. I think y'all get them at home. You know, Herbert is good enough to throw y'all a nice little victory.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I already know. Raider Mike. I know you got it.
Were we at the Chargers again?
Yeah, at home.
We haven't beat them twice in a while, but I'll take the Raiders on that one. I just don't trust. I just don't trust. I never put no money. You remember, Greg, when you left my house from that playoff game? I told you. I said, you know, they're gonna let them back in the game.
Yeah, you were right, my friend. Architect, what you got?
Home. You know, it's a Thursday night game too. Thursday night, short
Prime
week.
time in Vegas.
Yeah.
Who is it? I should have pulled my schedule up on my phone.
I think we might lose.
You think y'all gonna lose?
I think we
To
might
who?
lose.
Talking about the
Chargers at
Chargers.
home.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Week 16, you got at Kansas City.
At KC. Come on now.
Yeah, I know you're gonna give them that.
What you got, Architect? We'll let Raider Mike go last.
Oh, I think we're gonna squeeze by in Kansas City for whatever reason. I do.
Oh, okay.
You think we're gonna squeak blue by?
Yeah, I think we're gonna squeeze by in Kansas City.
Okay. Raider Mike.
I had to give us the L.
It's a Christmas game. They playing at goddamn 10 in the morning.
Oh, that's why I give us the L.
Well, 10 in the morning Pacific time.
And you think they're gonna win?
It's only a 2-hour difference. Kansas City is only like a 2-hour difference from us, right?
Yeah, it's 2.
It's only
we'll be playing at 12.
Yeah, they're mountain time.
That one ain't so bad. At the 3-hour one, it gives us a.
And then you got week 17 at the Colts.
At the Colts. I'll give y'all a dub on that.
Yeah.
I'll take the dub on that. I'll take
dubs across the board.
Yeah, because and then if they don't start Richardson up front, yeah. And
then last
they got Nick Foles, but they got Nick Foles, so they might start him. Let him get up.
Lastly, you got week 18 at home playing Denver.
Oh,
I think y'all got that.
I think we got that. I think
we got to take that. Like puppy,
take that.
Oh, Biggie, take that.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-3 the last 8. Raider Mike. The Raider Mike has the Raiders going 12-5 next year.
Jesus. I hope.
Well, damn, I really don't. You know what? That's just a wish. That's wishful thinking.
No.
Wishful thinking.
No.
It's wishful thinking. Hey, Greg, like I said, we could be surprised. That's all I want to be, a surprise. Because actually, with my real record, I would think, because I just don't trust coach. I was gonna say more like, I'll leave it there where I got that one. But my real record before we even got on here was 9.
Okay, well, shit. Me and the
But
architect,
but like I said, leave it where it is.
we got them with the same record. We both got them 10-7. So,
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
can see. See, that's kind of how I had him, anyways.
that's what's hey, that's
might get a wild card.
Yeah, might get a bone thrown at us. Huh? If Jimmy's bones ain't broken, shoot.
So we'll do a quick for the Cowboys. We just go over the first 5 games, man.
How about you?
So I have that first 5 Cowboys at the New York Giants.
That's a dub.
That's a W.
Yeah,
I don't care where you go. I don't care where they playing at.
yeah, I give us a dub on that too. Let's see, they're gonna do it like this.
They've been dominating pretty much.
Dubs across the board. Then second game, Jets at home.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good. But I
I think we get them. We at
take
home.
I take the Cowboys on that game only because they at home, and everything ain't gonna be all glued in right with the
Nah, and plus we getting them
Yeah,
early
like-
too. We
Yeah,
we
early
get 'em
on.
too.
That's what I'm
early
thinking.
on. I don't know. It's just not gonna
Y'all
happen.
get him.
Yeah. So week 3, we're at the Cards.
Oh, that's a
Give us-
dub.
give
I
us a
might go to
dub.
that game. Shit, that's a dub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a-
So week 4, got the Pats at home. I gotta go with the dub.
That's a dub.
because the Pats they ain't got their stuff right.
They ain't
They don't
ready.
even know a quarterback. They don't even know a quarterback they really want. And then Mac Brown is
Week 5 is where it gets a little spicy. At the 49ers. Ugh.
woo, that's gonna be a but you know what?
Purdy at quarterback. Oh shit.
He ain't gonna be there. Purdy ain't even gonna be playing. He's gonna be still on the IR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be at that game cheering, and I'm giving us a W. 5-0 to start the year.
If I'm gonna, this is a game that I think that the Cowboys have to beat the 49ers, and I think this is one that'll happen. I'm gonna take Cowboys on the upset on that one.
All right. I like that. I like it.
No, I just feel that it's got to happen.
Oh
Architect.
well, since it ain't the playoffs, I'll take y'all winning.
We'll see. Boy, we got some high hopes for both of our teams. I tell you that, man.
Well,
Absolutely.
I just want to be surprised because it's better to be surprised than not. Then I'm not going here with all the eggs in the basket and all the eggs is correct.
Hey, but I want to just say this. Shout out to Al Davis for winning that lawsuit against the NFL because they said from here on out,
It's
you will
written
have the hardest of times.
right because it's been written in blood. He only won $1 one time, but one other time he got him good. The other time he said was just a principle. Principle. I had to get him.
Yeah. But all right, we're gonna keep it pushing right along, man. We got your boy. Are we going into your boy G? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Don't say
Going into John Wick. Good old John Wick was at it again, man.
Hey, John Wick is crazy.
Out there flashing guns, listening to NBA Young Boy, man. I'm gonna let y'all get off first, man, because I think I'm gonna take a little deeper dive on this one, man, because I think I don't know. Y'all can go as deep as y'all want to, too, man. I want to hear what y'all think about it. Architect as a youngster and being closer to his age, want to hear what you got to say first, man.
Okay. Well, I mean, shit, Ja's only a couple years younger than me. He only 23. But, it's funny. I get it. I understand, he trying to look, I don't know if he's trying to look cool in front of his friends or if this is, somewhat of what he saw growing up, whatever the case is, how his dad act, I don't know. But what I will say is, I know when you're around your friends, you tend to do dumb shit, and his friends got to put that damn phone down because that like I feel like he's the meal ticket. So y'all can't afford to mess up y'all meal ticket. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was funny though too because obviously you've seen it before with with Gilbert Arenas. You know what I mean? Doing the whole gun thing. You saw what happened to him. But then he came back in the lineup shooting guns and all that.
Yeah.
Like John Morant, man, I think he's just a young dumb kid with a lot of money. I don't think he has the proper mentorship or the right people around him. Trying to show him what's up.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of how can I say evidence out there to show you that when you a prominent NFL star, bro, or a prominent just star in general, NBA star, NFL star, and you black, you're always going to be under a microscope. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're that guy for the franchise, you're going to be under that spotlight. But I also want to bring up real quick that the fact that John Morant, obviously he posting showing guns and all that, but y'all know who Chris Kaman is? You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's he got hella photos of him just posing with guns and doing this all that. Granted, he's not in the same caliber as John Morant. But still, to say they didn't really say nothing about him.
What color is Chris Kaman?
I know. That's where I was getting. That's exactly where I was getting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's the simple fact of the matter is that man, Chris Kaman, had more guns than the goddamn Armory, and they didn't say nothing to him. I granted he's white, whatever. But the fact that John Morant, he just on IG Live, waving a little gun around, listening to the music. That's I hate to say it, but that's what this generation does, man. That's just what they do. And I ain't saying it's good because it's really not, But he got to get it together, man. Because I think he already messed up. He already messed up some stuff as far as certain commercials and money and all that. But dude, you're making $200 million. Why jeopardize that? You know what I'm saying? When are you gonna learn? But hopefully he learns, man. I'm sure the NBA is going to give him some type of suspension because if you even listen to Adam Silver, he was just kind of I thought we were past this. You know what I mean? So now he's kind of forced Adam Silver's hand where he's like, damn, now I got to make sure this dude is on the up and up and he's not doing nothing crazy. And I've even heard gang members come out like, dude, why you want to do this? You want to pay the Crips for the rest of your life? You want to do all this stuff for the rest of your life? You want to make sure you're good in the streets. Stop playing basketball and just go straight to the streets. Stop playing. But, I think John Morant, he just got the wrong people around him right now. And until he realizes that not everybody really has the best interest for him, he's going to keep doing the same thing.
I like that point of view. You know what I'm saying? Raider Mike? No, you're back to Laker Mike now. Laker Mike?
Not now. Have to see if he did.
No.
We ain't going nowhere, man. But one thing that I have to say about this whole thing about John Morant is the people who he's hanging with. His father really should be. You got it. Your dad and your mom should be the ones pulling your coattail and sitting him down and explaining to him that this is good what he's doing. I think it really boils down to his parents. Those are the people who really should be in his ear. That's his father, unless they don't want to get cut off with some money and they just gonna let him, I don't know his father running around looking hip hop, looking like Usher and every damn thing. And no, he needs to sit his son down and have a real man-to-man talk to him about life and about the spotlight that he's in. And then he has kids watching him. He got all these people looking up to him, these kids, and trying to be a role model. And that's not gonna work, even though the other guy had all the guns. But he's privileged, you're not. So don't think that you could do the same thing that Chris Kaman can do. You can't.
Yep.
It's been proven. They want to take what we have from us if we don't do it their way. So just do it the right way. People who he is running with, cut them loose. They got to go, because if they were any real friends of him when he's having that gun up there, they would not be putting it live on nothing. They said, look, man, hey, we can't do this. Put this damn gun down, man. You want to keep this right, you know? You don't want to put this attention on you. They're gonna suspend you. That's the friend that want to keep the meal ticket and keep the money coming. Now, them other people are out to ruin you. And if he can't see that by now, then he ain't gonna never see it, because they are trying to ruin him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not good for you. Everybody don't have your best interests at heart. And all those people he's running around, none of them have his best interests at heart. Because if it would be one or two of them people out of that whole bunch wouldn't be on there putting this post and this stuff, putting him on blast. You know, they should be saying, hey, man, you know, you can't do that, man. Look, you got a $231 million contract. Is it worth all of that? It's not. Well, besides, we want to keep partying, you know, keep the money, you know, and I just think that he just has to grow up, because he just blatantly said he got it. He learned his lesson, and you just kind of like just shitted on Adam, the NBA right, Silverman. You tricked them. I mean, you are what, like they said, when people show you themselves, believe them. Like Maya Angelou said, believe them. You showed them twice. They gotta punish him, and it's only right if they punish him for 30 games or whatever it is. It's got to happen. He did this to himself. He's not thinking too smart. He's not thinking for himself. He's a follower and he's not a leader. He needs to learn how to lead. And now he's going to lead himself into a suspension for doing something stupid that you've already said you corrected, but evidently you have not. So I pray for the young man. I think he's a great basketball player. Another thing I was thinking, are you doing this? You want out of Memphis because your boy they told your boy he can't come back? You know, Dylan, or Dylan the villain, Dylan the so-called
Dylan the villain.
You know, I don't know. If you're trying to force your way out of there, that's not the right way to do it. I'm not saying he is, but I'm praying for him out, because he's a great basketball player. He's just got to get it together. I'm not here to tear him down. I'm here to build you back up, my brother. I don't want to see you mess up the golden opportunity that you have, because there's so many others have been in your position and they have messed up, and we don't want to see that no more. I just don't want to see it happen. But that's all I got to say. I wish him well. I hope he gets the help that he needs, and he just finally cuts off everybody that's not good for him. I don't care if they in the streets. You ain't in the streets. Let them stay in the streets, and you stay on the court. That's all.
Like that. Towards the end, you said something that I definitely going to lead into how I feel about it. You know, sometimes people, if you don't get in to prevent them from doing wrong or trying to get them help, they'll hurt themselves. So sometimes the more mature person, or the more mature people in this case, need to step in and stop this man from destroying himself. So this is how I feel about it. I feel instantly that brother should be suspended at least half a year. And I wouldn't care if they suspended him for the whole year, because it sounds harsh, but think of it this way. The brother's a multimillionaire. He ain't gonna miss the money. But he needs to feel something, because right now a slap on the wrist is not helping. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this man, he need to realize the opportunity that he has in front of him, and it can be taken away at a moment's notice, because that little suspension that he had before, that wasn't no damn suspension. That brother, he didn't go anywhere to get help. You know what I mean? You don't go to get help for a week and a half and come back. So I would say they need to, suspend him to make him feel it. With that, you have to understand he's the chosen NBA Black American player to be the face of the league. If you haven't noticed lately, the league has gone very international. The last 3 MVPs are not American. Joker twice, Embiid once. And they need somebody from America to be the face, and they gave it to Ja, and what he's doing is exactly what they say niggas do. You know what I mean? Like, he's looking like that typical Black American cat. Like, man, you give him money and look at him, on social media with guns and acting stupid, listening to his rap music with his long hair. And you know what I mean? The typical thing that they say about us is exactly what he's doing. So he needs to be saved from himself. Because guess what? another international player is coming next year to be the face of the league. You got
Yeah, you already know that.
Wembyamba. He's coming next year, man. So there's
Ain't
gonna
he
be
about
another one.
7'5"? Ain't he about 7'5"?
They say anywhere between 7'2" and 7'5" with a
But
handle
that fool,
and can shoot
with
a three.
that fool was
So,
a European Kevin Durant.
well, that's what they're trying to make him to be. We'll see once he gets here. But my thing I'm trying to say is even whatchamacallit hasn't won an MVP yet. Doncic, he's right
He
there
will.
too.
He
You know what I'm
will.
saying? You got Luca, you got Joker, you got Embiid. I mean, come on, man. Ja, you're the chosen American, and this is what you're doing. Maybe I'm thinking like, yeah, maybe the pressure's too much for him. Like architect or no, like Raider Mike, like you're saying, maybe that pressure he's trying to get up out of Memphis. Also, in addition to that, maybe he's just like, man, I don't want to do what it takes to be this guy in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's blowing it on purpose. I don't know. But I don't want him to hurt himself, and I don't want him to hurt anyone else. If he playing with guns, something bad gonna happen. It's inevitable. You know what I mean? You keep putting a gun in your hand, something's gonna happen.
Exactly.
So,
Shit, Pat, you got plenty of examples of that too. Shit, remember Flexible Bird shot himself.
yeah. And then, are you saying his mom and dad need to step in? I mean, his mom, the one who called him to come to the mall to get into it with the security at the mall.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And his dad, I think at this point, he's 23 years old, so he ain't a little baby, and his dad seems to be enjoying himself. So, I think Mr. Silver is going to step in and be like, let me tell you what we're going to do. And then they're going to handle him accordingly. So, personally, I don't miss him playing. I don't, I can care less.
Shit, even if you look at it, Memphis wasn't bad when he wasn't playing anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Let him miss this for a minute and then get himself together. Hopefully. We're going to find out, what happens. Because they say, hard times, they don't, what they say, hard times don't show the character, reveals it or something like that. But his character will be revealed through this. You know what I'm saying? So we will see. If he wants to do the right thing with his suspension, he will. And if he doesn't, that's who he is. It's plain and simple. I think he's a good kid though, man. I've seen the clips of him and his dad training when he was a young guy. And I think he needs to go back to that. Like you said, get rid of some people that's around him and get back to the basics, man. Get closer to his family and further away from your friends.
Well,
that'll help a lot.
Associates, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Not friends, associates. Right, you hit it on the head. But that's all I got to say about that. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. We'll get to these NBA playoffs. Man, right now I had it all wrong. I thought it was about to be a Lakers Celtics final. It looked like it's about to be reversed to that. And it ain't even looking close for either team right now. Let's see.
Miami smoking.
Miami is smoking Boston 118-88.
Damn.
Yeah. Dang.
And then fell on their face.
Let's see. Let me do the quick math. 88, 98, 108. Oh, they're up by 30. God. I don't get it. And then the Lakers look like they don't have a chance against the Nuggets. I don't know. Raider Mike or no, I'm sorry. Laker Mike. Man, what's going on in the playoffs?
Say later, because we're about to be
Oh no, you ain't gonna let you slide. Y'all took us out the game. I can't let you slide.
But it's not looking good. I think we will win Monday's game, and after that we'll be put to sleep. I think they gonna the little stuff on the little towel they put and just smother it in your face and put us out. Put us out in 5. I mean, you know how the little movies come, they put the thing over their face, pass out. We got big. That wasn't a good game yesterday. I mean, they played as hard as they could and they still couldn't beat them. We was down got it down to 2 or 3. And we've been getting it down to 3 the last 3 games and we keep losing. you got to give credit where credit is due. They're just a little better than us right now. We look a little old and tired. I mean, we got a lot of younger players, but the King is, the King can't do it all, and Davis can't do it all. But the King is got more less tread on his tires than Davis do, and I think the King is, he's just slowing down a little bit in certain parts of the game, getting a little fatigued, and them jump shots is flat as wood. So I mean, I like LeBron. I just, I'm surprised about. I'm really surprised, but I'm just like, well, damn, did the NBA say, well, let's reverse it. We don't want neither one of them in there because somebody gonna get 18, but ain't neither one of us getting it this year. So I was going for Miami in this thing against Boston, thinking that Boston was still gonna beat them, but I was going for Miami, but they surprised me. So they've been playing some good basketball. Jimmy Bucket's been doing his thing. So give them props. You got to give it to them. Give Denver their credit. They playing some basketball. No, Jamal Murray gonna be the MVP because he's just really killing it. He's the Laker killer right now.
Yeah.
These last 2 games, he's been smoking us like barbecue. So, what I'm saying? You boys, like, we getting our butts kicked. It ain't Djokovic. It ain't the Joker. It's the Murray show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, man. Architect.
Hey man, big props to Denver. They're turning me into a believer. I can see how hungry they are to try and really get a title. This kind of showed me that although I think it was cool that Joel Embiid won MVP. I mean, Jokic probably should have won that third one. I'm just
Joel Embiid deserved MVP.
I agree, but I mean, like if you look at it, especially in like the totality of the playoffs, Jokic is doing a lot more than you can see. Jokic putting a lot more effort into it versus Embiid, man. Like I don't know. I feel like Jokic got a little bit more heart. It's kind of solidified for me that Jokic, he's a top dude in the league. You know what I'm saying? I think going forward, we'll see.
Mike, you got some feedback going on over there, Mike.
Right.
I think Denver. I think they'll put up a good fight against Miami, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this might be Miami's year to win it. I like how Jimmy and them is looking, but I don't know. I don't know what it is about the Lakers, man. What possibly are they? I feel like what possibly are they missing? I don't know. Maybe LeBron got to try and crank it up one last time. I know he's trying to hold out and play with his son for a year, but man, something's got to give. And if the Lakers end up winning, what was that, game 4? I no longer believe in nobody can come back from a 3-1 lead, whatever, all that, because I've seen it happen a few times now. So, I mean, we'll see. Anything's possible. But as of right now, man, Denver got their hands all on the Lakers' throat. And they're not letting them up to breathe.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, all kings get old, man. You know what I'm saying? He started out young. I mean, for him to be his age and still playing at the level he's playing is remarkable. But you can look at him and tell he's getting older, man. And the only reason he keep chucking them threes is because it take a little extra strength to keep going to that hole. Because he can go to the hole anytime he wants to get a bucket. They can't stop him, man. Nobody can stop him, really. But it extends a lot of energy to keep doing it over and over and over again, which is what he would have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I can see him. I know he works on this 3-point shot a lot, but bruh, when they ain't falling, when you 1 for 7, 1 for 8, and all that shit, man, you got to go to the rack. That used to be that used to be my big thing with Klay Thompson. I'm like, stop shooting, man. Take that shit to the hole. Same for LeBron right now. And really, what you say you don't know what they're missing? In basketball, my greatest position player that I like, I'll call them Greyhounds. And the Greyhounds, that would be like a Scottie Pippen, Ron Harper, Anybody who's 6'7", 6'6" through 6'8", who can play good defense on the perimeter and who could play make. They need a guy like that to go with LeBron. You know what I mean? Like, or since the Lakers have so much size, you know, D'Lo, he's okay, but you need somebody a little more dynamic. You know what I'm saying? To go with AD and LeBron. You need a third wheel. You know, not some freaking Caldwell Pope type cat. You know what I mean? You need a real dude. You know what I'm saying? Like a De'Aaron Fox type one. I mean, not quite that level because that's hard to come by, but you need somebody in that range. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you had that, because you need somebody to take pressure off LeBron, because LeBron has to be the playmaker. He's too old for that shit. He needs somebody to set him up, and then from time to time, let him make the play. You know,
Right.
So I think that's what the Lakers are missing. And Denver is just too deep. They're too deep.
Yeah.
And they're just as big or bigger than the Lakers. You know what I mean? The Lakers could bully the Warriors. The Warriors are small. You know what I mean? Denver's big. So you got Joker, you got Gordon, you know what I'm saying? You got some big cats up in there. So you ain't gonna bully ball them cats like you do the small ass Draymond Greens and, you know what I mean, Clays and Stephs and, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. But the one thing we haven't talked much about is the damn Heat, man. Shit.
Hey.
They are just I didn't think anyone coming out the East would have a chance to win the title, but I'll give the Heat a shot, man. Jimmy Buckets, according to Online Myth, Michael Jordan's son, that boy can play, man.
That's what John Sally said too.
The myth, the urban myth, man. Jimmy is not playing. And Miami, I always love the way they play defense. Even look tonight, they held the Celtics to 102 points, man. They don't play when it comes to defense. So when Denver gets in, you're going to have the best offense against the best defense. They say defense wins championships. So we'll see, man. I mean, neither one of y'all said much about that Eastern Conference. Y'all ain't got
I wanted to. I got
I did say something about the Heat.
I said a little bit. I said nothing in depth.
I think Jimmy Butler is an all-time playoff performer.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, like you can look at it from even when you can take it back from. I don't think they did they make it with the Timberwolves. I don't remember, but I remember him with the Sixers before he called Ben Simmons soft and all that. Like even then, like you can see Jimmy Butler, like he'll cruise, he'll always cruise through the regular season, just do what he got to do. But come playoff time, especially these last 2 years, man, he turns it up, he turns it on.
Yeah,
you
man.
know what I'm saying? And like he definitely is the fuel to that Miami team, and I think it was one of the smartest moves that Miami could have made bringing him in because they needed somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect match.
Absolutely. I think honestly, as it's looking right now, yeah, I know Denver got the offensive firepower and whatnot, but I think Miami could get him. Honestly,
yeah,
I can see Miami winning the championship this year. You know what I'm saying? Just based off of how well they're playing, how well they're. Also, I think a big factor in this too. Miami don't really have any injuries right now. Well, Miami's not hurt. You know what I'm saying? They're a really good team.
Tyler Hero's been playing. I haven't been watching that close.
No, Tyler Hero hasn't been playing, but outside of that, you got to remember for the longest they were missing Kyle Lowry, they missed Bam for a little bit, Duncan Robinson, like a bunch of guys that that are kind of really important to that. As far as they're in a regular rotation.
Yeah. Tyler Hero, he's out for the whole playoffs, though, right?
I think so. Yeah. But I think, man, Miami. I think a fully healthy Miami team will beat a fully healthy Denver team. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's possible.
But
also, I think this is very much the end of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum in Boston.
Yeah, this
very
is
much.
it.
I think so. You know what I mean?
The only thing that will keep them together, I think they're both eligible for that Supermax. And I think they both could get it in Boston. But I think Jaylen, man, I think
Jaylen gone. I
hope the Warriors throw a package up at the Celtics, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sign and trade.
Yeah, we'll throw Poole up out there. We give you Kaminga, we give you Poole, and we give you our first round draft pick, man, and give us Jalen Brown.
But funny enough, man, I think one of them might end up in the purple and gold. One of them. I can see it happening. I don't know
Damn.
how, but
Nah, it ain't gonna be Tatum. Celtics, they want to keep Tatum, man.
no, they definitely want to keep Tatum. You know, but I don't know, man. But either way it goes, yeah, I don't think they'll both be in Boston next year.
Yeah, me neither. I don't see it. I don't know
Yeah.
what you think, Raider Mike. You think they both gonna be a Celtic next year?
Nah, Jalen Brown, I think he coming out of there.
I mean, excuse me, both a Celtic.
Huh?
Are they both
I
gonna be
think-
Celtics?
Nah, I just think I think Jalen Brown he's leaving. I just think he's leaving. They're not gonna give both max deals, and I don't think he wants to stay there anyway. Because they was talking about trading him before. Remember last
I
year?
know. I think they
So-
were trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, I think that was rubbing him the wrong way. He's not staying.
Mm.
He's finna go out and get his money.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. Hopefully we'll see him over here, the Golden State. You know what I mean? He used to be a Cal Bear, so maybe he can come back.
He did,
home.
yeah.
You know
Hey,
what I'm
real
saying?
quick though, since it seems like it's going to be a Denver Miami finals, I need to hear y'all prediction.
Well,
We don't
let's
know
wait.
yet.
We gotta
It
wait.
ain't decided yet.
Wait,
We gotta
man.
wait.
Hey,
Gotta wait, young architect. Look at you. We're gonna
We
walk.
gotta wait.
Yeah, we can't run. We gotta walk.
I'm trying to hit that long jump.
That I do want to say is, but that's it.
But also, Raider Mike, you joined us late. So I want this, I know you have something to say about Jim Brown, man. I'm gonna let you, say a few words if you want to say.
I just wanted to say RIP to the late, great Jim Brown, who's the icon, who's the face of the Cleveland Browns, toughest running back to ever play the game. And that ain't even the most things I remember him by. I remember him by being a activist, a humanitarian. I mean, he did a lot for the people, and he was an actor. And I just really, that's what I really wanted to say about him, because I that's what I remember about him most. Even when he came to Oakland one time and did his little toy drive thing, but then 50 or 100,000, it was. I don't know if you remember that, but he came to Oakland. He went to that Walmart.
I went to the concert when he was there.
Yeah, so he was a good dude all around, but he lived a good life. He was 87 years old. Just prayers out to his family and his wife and his kids, and everybody that loved Jim Brown. He will be missed, and that's all I'm going to say.
All right, perfect way to wrap it up. I'm gonna let everybody sign off.
It's your boy, not Laker Mike right now, Raider Mike, signing off.
All right, this is man, the young architect, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in as always. I'll catch y'all next week.
Yes. Big G signing out. And remember, like, share, subscribe. See everybody next week.